What makes this scene so special? Or this one? And this one? Well, it comes down to two things: framing, as in how the elements in an image are shown, and the context of that framing.
I'm Walter Mitty.
Cheryl Melhoff.
Covering all of these films would make one hell of an epic YouTube video.
How long were you detained for, by the way? Like 17 hours?
So instead, here I'm gonna focus on just The Secret Life of Walter Mitty. If you'd like to see those other movies analyzed, then hit the subscribe button and watch them as they release. So this series will explore how basic filming techniques and rules of thumb can help a story, especially when those rules are broken with context. And with that,
I gotta run, sorry.
Oh, okay, but we need a lot more.
like with most symbols, what makes them matter is context. So first, who is Walter Mitty? Well, according to the framing early in the film, Walter is a man whose life is passing him by. He's tired, uncomfortable in his own skin, and most importantly, on rails. And he dreams of leaving them. This movie loves guiding our protagonist on those rails, and it does this with leading lines. So really quickly, leading lines are exactly what they sound like. Lines in the frame that lead us to the subject or some point of interest.
I just live by the ABCs: adventurous, brave, creative.
That's everything I want in a man.
They can inform where the character should probably go just as much as they could portray a lack of direction. And in the case of Walter Mitty, it's almost like he's stuck on those leading lines. This does two things to us. Firstly, it informs us that Walter lacks or avoids agency, the ability to make independent choices.
Are you the Tin Man? Need a little oil can? Jesus.
And secondly, it makes us root for him, hoping that he will go off the tracks laid before him. We want Walter to go to Greenland in search of that quintessence of life, because at this point, we see some part of ourselves in Walter.
Greenland, the country? That's, can't take a train there.
Oh.
All this serves to make this one scene that much more compelling. So first we'll watch it and then we'll talk about it. In this scene, the leading lines that were so extreme for most of the film fall away. A rule of thumb is broken. Place your subject at the end of a leading line. We have no clear direction revealed, just an intention by the character to deliver the quintessence of life. In this scene, Walter effortlessly jumps from line to line, going where he pleases, not where the lines lead. Something that in the past he had to exert some real effort to do. It's here that Walter's journey of leading lines is concluded. While they are still present for the remainder of the film for aesthetic purposes, their narrative function mostly ends here. Compelling framing like this makes it plausible to watch this whole movie on mute and still grasp the story, if you just know what to look for. Now, let's take a look at how framing can inform the theme and take a movie from just pretty good to amazing. So, the theme in Walter Mitty is no secret. Live your life, carpe diem, seize the day. But when you examine the presentation of this theme, not just through the dialogue or actions, but through how the subjects are framed, I feel it really deepens the movie. It reveals just how much craft is involved in making great films. These are things we don't consciously notice right away, but subconsciously, whether we are film croissants or passive observers, can feel and enjoy. even if we can't explain why. Okay, so hear me out. Pictures, right? We love them. They show us memories, interesting people, places we'd like to go, among other things. On a basic level, they portray moments. And Walter has spent the last 16 years examining them, always on the sidelines, just an observer, his life seemingly passing him by. And yet, for much of the film, Walter is actually placed in a frame as the subject of interest, in a photo within the frame. It happens here, 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 and you get the picture. So when at the tail end of Walter's adventure, he finally sees the quintessence of life, for me it's really moving because all movie we've seen him framed as a photo, as a moment in life. So to see him finally realize it himself is cathartic. He had the mojo all along. Alright, as recent tradition dictates, I'll let you guys go with one of my favorite scenes of the film.
When are you gonna take it?
But first, if you enjoyed the video, please consider hitting the like button and subscribing. If I got anything wrong, feel free to eviscerate me in the comments section. There's a lot to this movie, so let me know down below what some of your favorite symbols and themes are that I didn't really talk about in The Secret Life of Walter Mitty. Yeah, alright, enjoy the clip and take care, guys.
Sometimes I don't. If I like a moment, I mean me, personally, I don't like to have the distraction of the camera. I just want to stay